2020. Extraordinary or strangely wonderful? No, not wonderful.
Good morning, good evening, welcome to Danny's stream.
Right.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes. This is the live stream celebrating the end of the year. We're going to remember as 2020. Or sometimes you might just want to call it 2020.
Yeah, we just call it 2020.
I don't know. I prefer 2000. I don't know. If you call it 2020, yes, it's not bad.
But
I'm next to me, former match. It's David 3000.
hello.
And below us is the phenomenal one, and also the co-host of
Yes, yeah, we just released episode 1 Lock It In not so long ago. If you haven't checked that out, go check that out. But hello, everybody. Hope you guys are having a good day. And Danny, we're getting near to the end of 2020.
Yes, it's crazy. So how are we gonna look back on this year in like 10 years from now?
Let's just say a lot of crazy stuff happened.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, yes.
We experienced a pandemic first time in our generation, and we also experienced a lot of drama, which I moved on from, and we also experienced a lot of chaos. And
Definitely.
And without doubt, this was the worst year of me personally of my life, but everybody's life in general, most people. But we had a lot of good moments this year as well. Like
yes, we did have some good times. Yes, absolutely.
And also this Christmas as well. I recently got the 1990s version of the Price is Right board game, as you see, from Endless Games, and which of course from eBay. And also, this is a microphone I got the Super Scope UC12B, which I don't know who used this microphone, even Bob Barker or Link. Well, I don't know about Link or I don't know who used this microphone. Probably, if Robbie comes on here, we can ask him.
Yeah, sure. I'll put about
that. Let's see who's here in the chat. We have Mr. Tom Man. We have Ben. We have TJR Info. And we have Toad Drama J.
Oh no, it's Gwen today. Role playing the.
Okay, so Gwen.
But feel free to ask questions in the chat. We're bored.
Yes.
Oh, come to my game show stream. I'm bored. Oh, here's Jerome Naminator.
Oh, we got Jerome on the chat. Yeah. When's the next Happy Madison
debate?
Oh
wow, Jerome is.
I wonder.
Yeah. No.
Oh man, yes. Jerome is in the chat.
Yeah, that's a first for my channel anyway. And
I know that is very surprising.
Yes, I did put a few clips from the Happy Gilmore debate in my best of 2020, and there was even a part with Adam Sandler, and I put in where Adam Sandler said, "Okay, a simple wrong would have been fine," but.
Hope you're doing well, Jerome.
Yes, Jerome Latimer, one of the best.
Oh yeah. Oh well, Wanderer. We had to put that on it. Beautiful. Here's Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey.
But I saw David that you recently bought the Prices Right for board game. I bought, even though I've been emulating this game, but I actually wanted the physical copy of it. But I actually got the Weakest Link for PS1, the actual disc.
Speaking of Weakest Link, we tried to play that earlier today on Danny's server, but we had
I'll tell what happened. We tried to play the Weakest Link, and then
Also, any chance to play Battletoads for NES? If so, may God be with you.
Yeah, and I recently, not like probably a few months ago, I uploaded all the voting abuses from the game onto my YouTube channel, and that's at over 4,000 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that your most
Yeah.
viewed video now?
Well, that passed my most viewed video like 400 views ago, at least. But now, but now I'm just glad I have the physical copy, and because I've kind of been wanting it for a little bit, but I actually decided to finally go for the purchase now, and
You can use that as a collector's item also,
Yes.
Only, but
Now, here's what we did earlier. We tried to play the weakest link, and then people had technical problems, and Pat decided to end the game early. We did 2 rounds. David got voted off in the first round, and then it was.
I wonder why, because he voted me to be the weakest link.
how many questions did he get right? Do you know?
None. Well, none of us got any right.
Oh, okay.
It was 6 players, and it was just. Well, actually, no. I think Andrew Hawking might have been the best player, but.
But he decided to leave, so it went. Doing good, have a good game, have a good Civ tournament, and we are looking forward to seeing you both of us next week as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
What was the top amount you guys were doing it for?
Well, we did a 6-player game, so I think it was like 125.
Ballot page. I didn't know you saw my message, but I sent you the link to my Discord server. One, join again.
Oh, I didn't see it. I usually don't check a lot of stuff on my Discord so much because I've been just, I don't want to say taking a break, but I've been just not on it as much because I just.
Understandable. Hold on. I also had a week ago. I got the notification. I also had a special edition. And speaking of video games, I recently got the Game Capture HD60S, for Christmas, which is one of the most popular game capture cards, out there. And hopefully this works with OBS with my iMac because my old one doesn't work, unfortunately. I know Shepard got the video capture thing, but I just want this one, and this one was popular ones. But Danny, what is some memorable moments you had this year? Let's talk about that in this stream.
Oh, probably when your microphone fell down and you rage quit, and then the Super Mario moments of when you played that badly.
Paige, did you saw that video, Star Wars?
I've heard about that.
Oh,
what's this, Casey? Casey says David 2000 is the least likely to smash a chick before he's 30. Well, I don't know about that one. That's
no.
That's
no.
We'll see about that. Maybe it might happen in 2021. You never know.
The thing is with David, he's got too much of a baby face. He needs to grow a little bit of facial hair, and I think he'll probably be a little bit more of a catch.
Possibly.
I'm gonna say, I don't want any hair on my face, so.
Oh.
You probably would look good with maybe a small mustache.
Why? Like Steve Harvey?
Nah.
I wouldn't consider Steve Harvey's mustache small.
If you need a
I was just saying maybe just a little bit of hair on your lip or something, Yeah, you do kind of need some facial hair at least.
Right.
I think you would definitely. I think a chick would probably be more coming to you if you had some facial hair.
Yeah,
because you got too much. You kind of got too like that, and you're only 17, but you kind of still got too much of a baby face.
I agree.
Well, yeah, that's sorry, I tell me, but that's not gonna happen.
He has to focus. He spends too much time focusing on YouTube videos for a relationship, right?
No.
No.
Well, I just do YouTube for fun and not for a full time thing.
Oh.
And plus, YouTube's ads can screw yourself.
Well, they do have a few ads for eBay or something red. Anyway.
Something red. Well, like YouTube red.
I had to be subtle with that. Now, everyone thinks that just because 2020 is over, that means 2021 is just going to be the complete opposite. Do you guys think that's true in any way?
I can't doubt it.
I disagree to an extent because we're still going to have some things that happen in 2020 affect 2021. We're still going to have the pandemic. That's still going to be effective. And we're still going to have like a lot of the stuff that we're having right now. Like it's not going to change just because, it's a new year.
Right.
Well, I think there will be less drama in the new year, to be honest. At least with the community.
Yes. But I think, we shouldn't be completely. What am I thinking? We shouldn't be convinced that 2021 is going to be better, but we should at least be optimistic that it's going to be better in some extent.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I would say that as for vlog videos, that is a question mark. But I will be doing more gameplay videos such and the next maybe gameplay live streams, just for fun. Like Super Mario Kart or maybe but not games for streams. I only do that for Twitch. Because for YouTube, chill streams like this is actually more better and less time. But
Now, one thing about what was it? Yeah, Pat said he was gonna travel this year. Like back in January when we first met him and we did Lingo, he was like, "Oh, you're probably not gonna see much of me this year because I plan on going traveling." Yeah, how did that happen? How did that go? And
also the text, just send me a screenshot.
Right. And David, you wanted to travel this year as well, and you did for a little bit.
Yeah.
In January or February, back when things were fine, but
then when March hit, things were to hell broke loose, and also I even got cold. I actually got cold like the week when this stuff first happened, and it was the week of Friday the 13th overall.
Yeah, we had Friday the 13th in 2020, just crazy.
The Republican.
That says Red Bubble Man, not that.
Oh, speaking of politics, the election is still going crazy at the moment.
Yes, but hopefully on January 20th that'll all be taken care of, and
Oh yeah. That's no problem.
Whoever wins, we're screwed anyway.
I wouldn't say that, but I think
the election kind of has already kind of been decided, so
yeah, true.
Yeah, but no matter, well, yeah, true. Like with some news companies, they say Biden is guaranteed to win. Like already happened, but like I said before, I don't care who wins. So if you're gonna get in a political fight with me, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're just gonna make a joke about it because you're only 17, you didn't vote, and made jokes about Trump before. But Casey has a question. He says, "No offense, who is P1?" Well, he's just another content video maker like all of us. He likes game shows and wrestling, and if you look him up, what's the name of the Weakest Link video called? Page.
Oh, I think it was which one? I think I have like 3 of them.
The one that has the most views.
Oh, just type in Am Robinson's insults from the Weakest Link. It'll come up.
Phenomenal one, that is. And you also find out 11 cut season 2 just started.
Yeah.
But, it's a good show. You can check that out.
Yeah, season 2 started. We were supposed to be doing, I think, only like 10 episodes a season. We're probably going to be doing like 13 from the looks of it, because with all these, because we're doing Christmas, because we did a Christmas special, we had an impromptu already, and probably gonna have a New Year's special. It's Wednesday, so yeah, we're gonna probably be like at 13 this season.
And with
surprisingly.
with Rent and Rave, we're doing the countdown to 2021. Will be at 10 o'clock, and we'll end at midnight. So, well after midnight actually. But does it have like a set schedule weekly or every other week or? What the
I
last
wouldn't
episode?
mind. I wouldn't mind doing a New Year's special, but too many people are doing them, so I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I would just.
just kind of stay off for New Year's. I'm gonna stay off for New Year's. Like I got day off. I got the days off of work, so I'm gonna
That's good.
just kind of just stay away from.
Does your live and uncut show have a set schedule for weekly or every other week, or what is the schedule for it?
It's every Wednesday at 10:30 for the next few weeks.
Uh, so there'll be an episode tomorrow.
Yep. Tomorrow's our New Year's special. We're gonna be talking about 2020, kind of like what we're doing here, but my way, my style.
And the best of 2020 will be coming to my page as well, where you'll be seeing the memorable moments we had, not only from my channel, but also Rant and Rave and Hammy Outcast, and also Danny's channel, Pat's channel, I believe, as well. And of course, I'll give credit in the description, Uh, hold on. David has a big sad call an emergency meeting that is
Sus.
Oh my god.
I don't know about that, Casey. That's a bit of a. That's an area
yeah.
we're going to. But one thing is that. Speaking of Rant and Rave, David, will there be people coming on to wish a Happy New Year or not?
I'll
It
have
wouldn't be
to.
a bad idea.
I'll have to ask Brian about that. But you're more than welcome to ask him if you want to come on. And we also had Mr. Alex Paris on last week, which was one of the most memorable episodes as well.
Yes, Alex Perez from L4GS channel 89 or 90.
Well, that's no longer there because of the service someone. That's a different story.
Yeah. But my best of 2020 had a few Rant and Rave clips and then a few clips from a show that me and some friends did earlier in the spring called the Happy Corona Polka Show, and we had a great time doing that. And I put in two clips in that one. Yeah.
That only had
Happy
4
Corona
episodes.
Polka Show. That is a very interesting title.
Yeah. Well, actually, it was actually called the Corona Polka Chats, but I like the other one better.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it only had 4 episodes, so
Yeah.
it wasn't like every day, throughout the summer. But
Oh well.
if it was actually every day until it was over,
That
yeah.
would have been funny if we did do that. That's what the original plan was, but that would be too much time.
Plus, we didn't know how long back then it was gonna last.
Yeah. If we had known it was gonna last for 9 months, no one knew.
Yeah.
Now, Casey says, anyways, from the live chat, Happy New Year to all except the YouTube trolls. I haven't had to deal with any YouTube trolls lately, so.
Knock on wood.
You guys are the lucky ones. I'll just say that.
Well, good thing we're not the ones who put the streamer link in the, live chat,
That's true.
which is something that, unless if you're confident, but, but I mean, like, not all the time,
Yeah.
I don't.
Christmas was a couple of. There was the complete DVD series of a TV show called Becker, which starred Ted Danson, and he played some grumpy doctor. It's a good show. And a cassette to digital converter, so I can take these old poker cassette tapes and put them on the computer or CDs or stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall Jeffrey getting well. I don't know about his channel with the trolls, but I don't recall. But he has over 4,000 subs too, if I'm
That's
not
true. Yeah.
mistaken.
And I am almost at 800 subscribers. Hey, and
Hey, Danny
Danny
boy
will,
on the rise.
right on the stats, that would be 600 on September 2nd, 700 on November 18th. So we'll see how soon the 800 comes.
and as for my channel, I'm almost at 400 subscribers. You know, I'm at currently. Let me see how many. Let me see how many. How do you get all of these subscribers? Well, promote. You know.
Well, I mean, it's a mix of things. I don't like to upload like 50 times a month like David does, and
50 times a month.
I don't know, but
You do have a lot of uploads, David.
that's true.
Well, I want to keep the people entertained, so that way, you know.
Oh yeah, very, very
I'm currently at 393 subscribers right now. So if we hit 400 out of nowhere on the stream, then we'll all celebrate. And the same for Danny said.
Oh yeah. What if we get 800 subscribers during the stream? Let's just be live until I no. We're not gonna do that.
Oh, like one of those streams, like a certain someone would know.
Yes, but I don't upload that much. It's like a couple videos a month. I keep it at a consistent page.
But
Let's see. Say hello to Brandon Martin. Brandon says, "Hey, Danny, the Poker King, David, aka Strong 2020, and."
Brandon, you can take this, and
Hey,
I have something for you. Hold on.
all right, Brandon, if you want to come on, just send me a message. Anyway,
Bunny.
hello, buddy. That's what. Apparently, that's what Charlie's ex-wife used to call him. I'm not
Yes.
sure where we found that out from, but
I'll send Brandon the link on
right.
Messenger.
Go ahead.
And can we talk about Wheel of Fortune?
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my favorite things. I like Wheel of Fortune, and it's a good show. I mean, it doesn't really do that many new things that I'm quite satisfied with, and I'm not gonna complain like, oh, they need to do all this stuff. But I'm just like, yeah, I'm soaking it in, like it for what it is. Wheel of Fortune. That's what I think. It's still entertaining, in my opinion, but I'm not a heavy wheel watcher. David got that one.
I do think that Will needs to kind of liven up a little bit.
It could use some, like the celebrity. I think the celebrity Wheel of Fortune that'll give it some good publicity anyway.
It'll at least get Will back into the common light, which I will give like props for that. Like props to ABC for doing that. Like it'll give it back to the prominent light. And
hey David, your A didn't win the Christmas tournament, and this year and even Halloween champion as well. No, I am the champion of Christmas tournament of 2020. Hey, at least not like sorry I choked in the first round like he did, you mother trucker.
Alright. Paige,
and by the way, if you haven't seen that Christmas championship tournament, go check that out on Tom Willis's Twitch.
Yes. Now continue about Wheel of Fortune there.
Oh yeah, like I was saying, like I'm like it's props that ABC for to be able to pull off a celebrity Wheel of Fortune special. They got a lot of strong hitters for this, and they got a nice golden set. If you haven't seen the set, it's a really nice. It has a really nice gold to it, and I heard that they have $4 million wedges on the wheel.
Yes, and because it's probably because of charity and not. Brandon, I sent the link on Messenger, by the way.
Right now, one thing is for sure.
And of course, unfortunately lost Mr. Trebek,
Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Well, hold on, let me continue about Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I will try to tape all the episodes of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune starting January 7th, I think it is on, right?
Yes, along with the chase.
Yes. Oh, and the chase, yeah.
Yeah.
And the chase is good because it has all Ken, Jennings, Brad, and James. And we got to see the three of them at the beginning of this year with the Jeopardy Go tournament. So how about that?
That's one of the good things about the Greatest of All Time tournament. They should have David Letterman, Jay Leno, and Laura Dern on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune.
Alright.
Wait, did you just say Lino?
No, that's what Callaway said.
No, I was listening to the way you pronounced it. It's Leno, not Lino.
Yeah, dude, that's fine. But yeah, Celebrity Wheel of Fortune will be good. The Chase will be good. ABC is just the best. They're a better game show network than Game Show Network is now. So
Well,
Yeah.
well, it doesn't take much to beat Game Show Network. It really doesn't nowadays.
for real.
Pro TV just took over it, to be honest.
Now the sad and about Jeopardy, this week yesterday I thought they were airing Alex's last shows, but I forgot they had another week of the throwback or the around the world. Alex series.
His episodes don't. The last week doesn't air until like the 4th, I believe.
That's true. And I thought it was going to be Monday of his last show, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, what? Why is he talking like it's years ago? And I'm like, oh, okay, it's a repeat still. So we got another week to go. But I didn't think Alex would go this year, but it goes to show we don't know what's going to happen. And but I'm glad that Alex got to do the GOAT tournament at the beginning of this year before it was over for him. So that's good enough.
Yeah. I wish I could find episodes of that online, but I can't really find it right now.
I have them on tape, and you'll have to pay me like $30 for it.
$30.
No,
want to get copyright by Fermental?
No, just I'll just buy some off Redbubble, and I'll see if I can make you.
Put them on Internet Archive.
That's Iman Curry's job, anyway. Okay, let's see. Casey says Jordan needs to adopt a David 3000 one day. What do you mean adopt?
What, like
buy a video or?
No, like as a kid. Like have a.
No. Like there's just like I don't know how many David 3000s there are in the world, but
there's already too much I see in David and Jordan. I don't think those two need to be any more together than they already are.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, okay.
I mean, kidnap him and call him his son.
I think it would. I think it would work. Like if you didn't know them and you saw those two in public and Jordan said, "Yeah, this guy's my son," I'd believe it. If I didn't know them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the day that happens is when Hellfish is over.
Yes.
As me being John's son, and that's not gonna happen. No. But speaking of Jordan, his turn with Jordan streams, another one will be out this Friday, I think.
Right. And he was in a few of the best of 2020 clips because he said Red Bubble, and then and there was a few other clips. Oh, the dog.
I hate it and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's another one.
Which is one of the memorable moments on the Arnold 24. I hate it and I don't like it.
Why did he say that?
Well, because he is a BFE trick friend. That's why. Like Andrew says, that's why.
I've talked about my thoughts on Rhett and Rave before, and they kind of go down to the same thing. And I've even said it to Jordan's face why I don't like the show.
Well, because of the grade levels and.
That's it. Like that's it. Like that's my only real gripe about the show. It's just grade levels take too long.
I agree.
Yeah, they should just do a.
And plus, it's rigged also.
Yeah, they should just play the weakest link on Rant and Rave. How would that go?
To be honest, I think they should do a deal or no deal instead, Like we played the speed deal or no deal like every time, I don't know if that could work out. The page say he didn't like well, he doesn't love it.
Yeah, I don't want to say I don't like it. Well, there are some things where I'm just like it's a little much because I think that the chemistry between the four people needs to develop a little bit more.
We might make some changes in 2021. Who knows?
I think Hangman Charlie should be one of the co-hosts. I'm just kidding. He'd be.
I think that they have enough co-hosts. I think four people is a little much for especially for like a very small podcast.
I think well, 6 co-hosts, that'll be a little bit too much, I think, but depends. But Hangman Chari has the Hangman Outcast, so
Yeah, the Hangman Outcast, that's fine. Now that is a great show. That show is much better than that show's a lot funnier than Rent and Rave.
Yes. Han.
Casey thinks he's replacing you and R&R. Well, we'll see about that. I'll have to get Brandon and Jordan's opinions on that one. I'm not sure how that's gonna fly, but
like I'm gonna just give like an honest criticism of Rant and Rave because hey, I do what I want. I don't give a fuck. Like my thing with Rant and Rave is like I've tried watching it a few times, but like there are a few things that just stop me from like watching it regularly. The first is grade levels because grade levels should not take that long. I'm sorry, but grade levels should not take a good 60% of your show.
Yeah.
Grade levels should be kind of like grade levels should take a good 5-10 minutes. Like because it doesn't take that long to say, okay, this is Dynamite. Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks had a match. I give it a B. I think it got a B-. Like it doesn't take that long to say, but they drag it out sometimes, and it's the most annoying thing sometimes because I'm like, okay, talk about something else. This could be.
Yeah, I don't really watch it live.
Yeah.
Or at least take the time and at least kind of divide it and talk about something else. Then if there's a little bit more time left, you can go back in and discuss a little bit more.
I may discuss that with Brandon actually, the grade levels, because I do agree with that.
But the grade levels needs to change. It really needs to change.
Oh yes.
Especially like if they really want to take that show like to another level. Because I know that's what Jordan really wants.
Yeah, he would love it if Rant and Rave was like the most famous show in the United States. He'd go on the Today Show. He'd go on the Tonight Show. They'd go on.
Yeah, like if Jordan really wants to do a lot with that show, like he needs to work on getting grade levels like in a shorter amount of time.
And also do something different each week and not the same old stuff every week. You know.
I mean, I like it when they interview wrestlers.
Like interviewing wrestlers, that's cool. Like that's something that's really that's cool. Like that's cool. Like that's actually something that I give the show praise on. So that they interview wrestlers, that's actually a really cool thing that they do.
We're actually interviewing a wrestler on January 7th. It's a surprise one.
Right. Hello, Mr. Kirby, Robert. We're ready to end this train wreck over here. No doubt about it.
Yeah. He's actually making support.
And
like I like the fact they interview wrestlers. I really do. But I think that, like I don't duck them for doing that. I think it's just grade levels is what they really need to work on. Getting that down to a reasonable length to where it's not overkill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And especially because David, like you're not so much a wrestling fan, like compared to the other three.
Yeah.
So and you're a co-host of this. So for like that part of the show, like I feel like in a way you don't fit in to an extent because you don't understand wrestling like the other three guys do.
Well, I'm just there for entertainment purposes and to help Brandon's channel.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not ducking. Like, and this is not like me hating on the fact that you're doing that. Like, don't think of it like that. I'm just saying, like, there are times where I've watched it to where I feel like, there isn't, room for you to give a good input into. Like, it's kind of like, playing a game of hot potato for you sometimes.
Hot potato, or even a panko, or maybe.
Or card sharks, like you can play card sharks on Red Roof. Since that's
Well, that would be us copying both of us. So
that's true. Yeah, Gary Newkirk can probably do that on there.
Yeah, but like that's my first like big thing. I think is the grade levels,
which I actually agree with.
especially when you guys talk with like what 3 topics
Yeah.
each. Like that is a lot of time. That is a lot of time. That's a lot of topics.
They can go
That's
for 6
12
hours.
topics for a show. And you have this grade level thing that takes just a long time to get through. Like that is a lot of time. And if grade levels really take a long time, like you really lose a good portion of your audience who won't stay to hear you guys talk about all these other topics.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Because one thing that I really think about when I'm doing my shows is like I'm thinking about like audience, like grasping my audience.
And we also, I don't know if Brandon still watches, but we also talk about more video games, as well, and not just the grade levels, because I am a video gamer as well. So if we could talk about that as well, that would be nice. But I do agree with the grade levels, but who knows? We might do some more changes, to the show 2021.
Like that's my major thing, I think, is the grade levels. And if you're gonna talk about grade levels so much, then you guys should probably limit yourself to maybe 2 topics each. If they're gonna take that long, because you got to think of quality over quantity.
Yeah.
And like that kind of goes into my second kind of thing. Like I think that for you guys, like the chemistry, like it's okay, but I think it really needs to kind of step up another level. See, and I think if it does, I think you guys will really kind of like find your place and find your stride for the show. But I think that there's a lot of it where like you guys are still kind of just meshing to an extent where you guys really kind of haven't like gelled.
If there's any trolls, by the way, in the chat, don't worry about it, because they're just giving us attention.
I won't pay attention. I'll just delete it and not acknowledge it. Anyway.
Just don't pay. Yeah, just don't mind them. Just don't mind them.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you just don't say anything or talk about them, then they'll go.
Yeah.
But like I think the chemistry between you guys, I think that kind of can step up a little bit more.
But
and I think the YouTube live chat should be turned on for all the episodes from that on.
I do agree with that. I think the idea of having a Discord server designed to be a live chat, while it's a concept and it's an interesting concept, I also think that you're missing out on actual interaction.
And plus, Brendan has over 1,000 subscribers.
That's true.
And we are missing like 10%, like no, not 90% of the audience.
That's true.
And plus, it really kind of blocks a way of gaining new fans because they don't have interaction.
Right.
Except for the comment section, but that's the only.
But then the comment section, it kind of the comment section afterwards when it comes to live streams kind of defeats the purpose because you miss that actual moment of interaction.
Yeah, I'm interesting, moments on. And plus, we even let the live chat ask the wrestlers questions, so if they want to have an opportunity to ask wrestlers questions.
Oh yeah, like my favorite question to ask Steve Miggs was, does he have any merch? And Steve Miggs had one of the best reactions, and so did Jordan and David. And there was another one named Tim Storm. I asked Tim Storm if he has a Redbubble, and he said, "I don't know what it is, so I guess not."
I'll add those to my best of 2020, Danny.
Please do.
But you should have done in yours. But
I forgot to put in one of them. I put the Tim Storm. I put in the Tim Storm. I already put Steve Miggs in one of the highlight reels, but
I think you were just wanting to get it done. But right after this stream, I'll be adding in mine. But what's your favorite game show moments we had this year on our channels?
There was a funny moment with what was it? Modern Family or some show had a funny moment where one of the no, it was the Goldbergs and Anthony Anderson thought that Jeff Garland was cheating or something, and they gave them the round, and it was kind of funny. I don't think this might have been from 2019, but it was so good.
I was talking about from our channels this year.
Oh well, probably when I won 16.2 million and only had 42 million in my case, and then sometimes we played the Joker's Wild on Pat's page, and we would give stupid answers like Chad Mosher or.
And he actually saw Pat a lot more this year because he didn't travel.
Yes.
But the goodness is he saves more money, so.
Yes, and he's going to use that money to spend it on something good.
Is it the
No, it's not the game show set. It's some coasters and a mug.
Oh god.
And Paige here said he'd buy some Lock It In t-shirts or whatever. Funny.
Oh yeah, I still need to do that.
Yeah. But speaking of market stuff, on my SD, you have until December 30th to get my charity sale I'm doing for Christmas holiday season. I'll send the link in the live chat. It's a surprise never before seen video. So, if someone gets this, yours truly will donate $3 to vaccine COVID research stuff or something around those lines.
I think I like Redbubble more than Etsy. I have yet to play with Etsy, but well, maybe I'll do that in the next year.
We'll see. But I hope edit videos on Etsy. So, but you can still check it out.
Yes.
What's that sound?
My microphone. I don't know. But yes, so far in the year 2020, I have made how many? 22 sales.
22.
Yeah, and that's one sale for 2020 and 22 for 2020. So hopefully we make more sales next year, and that'll be so much fun. And if we do get a Redbubble sale during the stream, we'll hop up and down and have bells and whistles for about 5 minutes, and then go back to.
Hold on, Paige. You should do that now.
What?
You should get the shirt now so we can celebrate on stream. You should do that now.
No pressure. You don't have to, but it's fine. Anyway, maybe Robbie will buy those Gene Rayburn pillows I've been bugging him about.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had Gene Rayburn pillows.
Yeah, we have Gene Rayburn shirts and coasters, but a few. I think the Richard Dawson one is one of the best sellers right now.
Yeah, Family Feud, but we can't have any Bob Barker or Drew Carey on there.
Oh no. I mean, there is a few Bob Barkers out there, but I just wouldn't do it out of the respect at the moment. So.
Mm-hmm.
We could do Bill Clinton.
I did put one Bill Cullen on there, I think.
Oh, so what's the other one? Ralph Edwards.
I don't have any of him. I know that much.
Of who?
Ralph Edwards.
Oh, okay.
He used to host Truth or Consequences, and Answer Anything. I think that's the only. And also, This Is Your Life. But I don't know any other show after that he hosted. But those are the only two I know. Truth or Consequences and This Is Your Life.
Right.
But I don't know about the other shows.
Now let me show you one of the products here. Just a second. Okay. Oh, here it is. Just a second here. Oh, we got Tom. Tom Willis.
Oh, hey Tom, what's going on?
Hello there, Tom Willis.
Now here we go. This was one of the best-selling posters we got here.
I'll send Tom the link if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure, Tom. But look at that, a Richard Dawson on Ray Homestead 1994 color photo poster. I could have it hanging up in my room if I bought it.
Oh wow, you used that photo.
Yes, yeah, that's a rare one. That was like a.
Oh wait, I think you sent me that before, but I'm like, oh okay. Now thinking
I
about
probably
it.
did send it to you. I did probably send it to you. And then we have, as Max Bygraves would say, big money.
Oh wow, oh shit.
Family fortunes. And then finally, there's one that's oh, look at that one, David.
Well, oh.
But this one here is Who Wants to Be a Complete Douchebag, and I know some people who want to play that. And we have another guest on, and it's Tom Man.
No, don't do that. Let's not do that.
Don't do what?
I just did this. I squeaked up and went, hi! Don't do that.
Oh wow.
Let's totally not do that.
So Tom Man, what do you hope for 2021, Casey?
What do I hope for? First off, the coronavirus will be gone. I think that's everyone's wish list.
Yes.
Or at least die down.
I think it'll be died down at least with the vaccine and everything.
At least die down. I don't expect it to be gone. Just so we just can relax a little more, don't stressed.
And actually go out to places with people and not have to wear a mask all the damn time.
Number two, I would love to see these trolls just never come back. That would be the best thing ever.
Well, I don't really care about trolls, to be honest.
Well, okay. When I say trolls, I mean bad guy trolls. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Not like David 3000. David 3000 is actually a good troll. He's a good guy troll.
Yeah, he's a good one. You know. Now, speaking of that, I'm going to show off one of Tom Willis made this afternoon.
Oh God.
That is awesome.
What if I put that on a shirt?
Oh,
no.
I would usually pay for it.
No.
No, Tom would have to do that himself, probably.
Or you can ask Tom if you can put it on the shirt.
Well, sir. Let's see. I hope for Tom hoped for more positivity. Yeah, absolutely. There's so much negativity, especially.
That's a good one. Not gonna lie.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And
speaking of, when you saw Richard Dawson with the fake homestead, look what I'm wearing.
yeah, you got the Family Feud 1994, I think it is.
Yeah, you got the 94 set.
I actually Googled it, not gonna lie.
Oh, it's a good photo.
Yeah. I had to. All I had to do was put in a snippet sketch and just trim the edges. And of course, all people who made these photos, pictures, whatever, I give them credit. I just use them for entertainment purposes and thumbnail.
Yes, of course. Yes, I do indeed hope for more positivity in 2021. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah. But while we're on the topic of Feud 94, I'm very curious to see what your guys' thoughts are on Feud 94.
Okay, all right. Okay, can I go first?
Yeah, you can
Sure,
go
why not?
Okay, I want to be honest with you. I don't hate the fact that Richard Dawson came back. It's just sometimes, and this is just me. I don't think it. I think he's hard to understand personally, and that's because I haven't seen the audio. The audio in the videos are sometimes not the greatest. That's not hit. That's not the video quality or anything. I'm not blaming it on video quality. I think he just lost his touch per se. I mean, I didn't care for him kissing all the women. I didn't care for that, honestly. I would have liked it if he didn't do it, but I can't change the past.
Right.
But Richard Dawson, I think have you guys seen the documentary?
Wait,
The
what?
E one?
Yeah, the Family Feud one from the first three versions.
The E True Hollywood Story. Yeah.
Yeah, that documentary.
Yes.
I think pretty much what they said is true. Richard Dawson lost his touch because the times have changed. He started in the 70s. It was now the 90s. That's 20 years spread. Can change. Mostly because we got different presidents at the time. We have a lot more technologies becoming more advanced. Well, back in that time, it was advanced. And the jokes that were funny in the 70s probably wouldn't be appropriate in the 90s. And I think that kind of affected him. The gameplay itself is basically the Ray Combs version. I do miss the fight. I do like they made it an hour-long special. I do appreciate that because honestly, that actually makes things a little more. That means you can get more families, get more players, have more screen time.
True.
I don't hate that aspect. The main feud is actually not bad. The main feud I don't have a problem with. The fast money's always been the same. It was actually the first feud that they changed it to 20 and 25 seconds.
Yep.
For those who don't know.
Yep.
But what I had a problem with the most is that they changed the bullseye game a little bit, and they changed it to bankroll, which I had no problem with the name. I had a problem with the amounts they gave you. I mean, I don't hate the fact that one team can get like 10,000, the other team can only get like the most 9,000. It's just you want to have I understand they want to have a level playing field, but if I were in charge, I would have kept the bullseye game as is and just changed the name and just roll with it. So the first half would have been 500 to 2,500. Second half would have been 1,000 to 5,000. I know that would have made the game so a lot slower, but I didn't have any problems with the bullseye game when I first saw it. Now, granted, some people may disagree with me, and that's fine. But hey, it's the internet; you can have a free opinion. And what I do now, speaking of which, I want to express this really clearly. I know this opinion is going to be unpopular. Go ahead, boo me, do whatever. I don't care. I actually think Ray Combs is a better host than Richard Dawson.
Oh wow,
that's just me.
All right.
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I love the Ray Combs Family Feud. I did watch the Richard Dawson. I do like it. I do appreciate where it came from because if it wasn't for Richard Dawson, we wouldn't have a Family Feud. Period.
Probably not. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, Family Feud, I missed the old version, especially where the families were doing like a statue stand, like at the introduction.
Oh yeah, I missed that so much. That used to be the best part of Family Feud. I really hope they bring that back.
It would be fun if they could do it nowadays, but it's unlikely.
It's unlikely, but you know what? If they did bring it back, I would not hate it.
I'd like to.
Yeah.
Other than that, the Richard Dawson tried his best. I think if those changes, if the changes I implied were applied in the actual show, I think Richard Dawson could have made a good feud. But here's the number one reason why it failed. At that time, there was a big case of O.J. Simpson.
OJ.
Who actually knows that case?
I knew about that. Yeah. OJ,
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone knows about it.
It's a lot of things in that year.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go into detail. You can Google that if you want, but that took a lot of nighttime or if you as you wish, primetime slots because that was a big thing at the time. I hope no one in the chat said, "Who is O.J. Simpson?" I will have to be like, "Oh, you kidding me? You do not know who O.J. Simpson is?" That would actually be kind of sad.
He was one of the Simpsons on the TV show. We'll say that.
No.
I'll say this about Feud 94. Well, you know why they brought him back? It's because they thought that
Ray Combs wasn't a good host.
No, they thought that the people stopped being interested in Feud. People think it's because of Bullseye taking up too much time and eating into the time to be fun with the contestants and whatever. And in 1994, and then Jonathan Goodson, Mark Goodson's son, Mark died in 92, I think it was. And
92.
Yeah, and Jonathan thought, "Oh, I know how to make the ratings go back. We'll just bring back Richard Dawson. I mean, he's 60 and he's getting up there, but I think he can still do the show well." So, and then they called Ray Combs and said, "Mr. Combs, I'm sorry, we're gonna get rid of you and we're going back to Richard Dawson." So, and Ray was legitimately pissed off about it, and rightly so. But
I would be.
Oh yeah. And so, okay, so I see where you're coming from. You think you appreciate Richard Dawson because without Richard there'd be no Feud, but you think Ray Combs was more fun, I guess.
Yeah, I do think it was more fun. I have to say this. I know, and like I said, you guys can go eat me alive and say, "Oh, Richard Dawson's better," blah 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 blah. I don't care. It's my opinion. I still think it's fine.
It's not
there are different things that I like between both hosts. Like
I agree.
I think Richard was much more of a welcoming host than Ray was, but I think that Ray was funnier.
Ray
than
was funny.
Richard.
I would say that too.
Okay, I do agree with you, Paige. If you brought those two natures together, you actually get a good host. You need to be welcoming on Feud, but you have to be fun.
I think Steve Harvey is not that type of host, to be honest, welcoming.
Steve, well, I'm 50-50 on that one, honestly.
Oh, I love Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey's a good comedian. I'm not saying that, but I'm not sure. I guess after so long, I'm just used to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot I could say. There's a lot I could say about Harvey, and I think I would probably have to make a video to like really get my thoughts on that because it would probably.
We'll save that for Lock It In page. You know.
Yeah, save that for a later date.
Oh yeah, lock it in, definitely. Yeah.
Yes. So,
anyone else want to have the thoughts on Family Feud 1994?
Yeah. Let me go back.
Yeah, Danny, finish your thoughts.
So yeah, they thought that if they brought back Richard, it would make ratings go back high again, and that's not what happened. It only lasted 1 year, and then in 1996, Ray Combs killed himself, unfortunately, and
that was actually pretty tragic. Not gonna lie.
I agree. It's a shame that
I don't know if you. I think I forgot her name. Oh, Beverly Pomeranz. I think she said the best line about Ray Combs. If he did not commit suicide, he'd be right back on top. I guarantee it.
I think he would have made a. I don't think he would have been back on top. I think he would have made a comeback, and I think his career would have been rejuvenated, especially with the internet being like as big as it was starting to be in the 2000s. I think that it probably would have opened up his career some, but the fact that he killed himself like that, he had a lot going on, and it was enough that he
was dealing with some stuff. Not gonna lie,
he was pushing, he was pushing anyone over the edge because he had the clubs being foreclosed. He lost his house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is just horrible. If I can understand why he felt like the world was coming down on him and just hammering him down.
Yeah, and then he was doing the family challenge while he was going through a divorce, which also
Exactly. I have not
that
seen an
also.
episode of Family Challenge. I need to though.
Oh, don't! Oh man, I tried watching it, but like with everything I know, it's hard. It's sad.
uncomfortable to watch.
I'll give Ray credit where credit's due. For him to do that and host another game show, you gotta tip your hat for that.
Yeah.
I admit, I think he hosted it to the best of his ability. Like, I think with what was going on, I think he did it to the best of his ability. But as time went on, you could really start to see him struggling to do the show.
For me, I just like the classic Family Feud when Richard, where Dawson was like before he came back with the early version, like with his family still with the statue and everything. I just think that's my favorite version. But you can't even watch it at buzzer. So.
My thoughts on Feud 94 kind of go like this. I don't think that they should have done Ray the way they did.
I agree. Yeah, they did.
I think the way
they just brought Dawson back for the views, and I didn't. Yeah.
Because I think that Ray got really the short stick of the deal with that, and it was very unfortunate, especially with everything that we now know now. Mm-hmm. But and don't get me wrong, like the initial strategy, it did work because ratings when Dawson returned, they went up, like it worked, but it didn't stay up
where it should be. Problem. If it's, I would have been okay with Rich Dawson's return if the ratings actually did go up and stayed up.
Like if we had like 2 or 3 seasons instead of this one, I may remember it better.
Yeah, but, the thing is,
it only lasted 1 year.
Like the thing is, the ratings went up for like a short period, like for like the first episodes or so. Like they went up, but as time went by, like it just kind of, especially with the OJ stuff, and like people blame the OJ trial on a lot of stuff, but like because I know people blame it a lot on the new Price is Right. But the thing is, and people don't really understand this, the OJ trial really didn't happen until 95. The coverage of the OJ stuff was going on at the time. So I wouldn't blame the trial so much for a lot of the stuff, but more so the coverage, because the trial really didn't go on until 95. And New Price is Right was canceled in January of 95 before the OJ trial, I think, really took its effect. But it was more so just the coverage of everything. And
when did get canceled?
And like Family Feud, Feud lasted, and like Feud at least was able to last till May, which is actually the same, which was actually the same month that Ray did his final episode a year earlier.
Yes.
Oh, it was?
And Casey, did you ever see Ray's last episode?
Oh yeah, I saw him, and I will say that was the saddest episode ever.
Yeah.
It's just sad because you not only the fact it's not so much the fact he walked off stage, it's the fact that he knows it's over.
Yeah, and he just he didn't care at the moment.
Yeah, I'm like, if I'm not saying Raycon should be happy, always 100% positive, because it's hard to do that. But I honestly think if they treated Ray a little better, things would have went smoother. Ray just wants to. I get it when the host trying to take over a show and just become the boss of everyone. That can get a little annoying. But ultimately, I think Ray had his best interest in mind, and I think people fail to realize that.
And I can see that to an extent, but I think the thing that really did it was the fact that they were trying to do Dawson's episodes while Ray was finishing his final episodes. I think that they should have at least waited a little bit more and built a little bit more hype around it before they actually started to make the real changes and do the Dawson stuff. And when we go to the Dawson stuff, like there were some things that I think that they shouldn't have done. The first thing, I don't think that they should have gone down to 4. I think that they should have kept it 5.
Yeah, I forgot about that. They went from 5 members to 4.
Yeah, that's the first thing I looked at me that really shocked me. Like, oh God, there's 4 members. I was about to say, did I miscount? That's the first thing I thought of. Like, there's supposed to be 5 members.
Yeah, they went from 5 to 4.
I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did that.
And by the way, for those who don't know, it's the only Family Feud version that went to 4 members.
In the United States, that is.
Yeah, in the U.S., yeah.
In the U.S., at least. In other countries, I can't speak for them.
Some had 4 in other countries, but for the most part, the U.S. mostly had 5. But I think when they went down to 4, I think that really that hindered the show a little bit. And I also think,
I'd say.
Mm-hmm. And while Bankroll, I do appreciate the fact that Bankroll, like, it went by faster. I think that
it wasn't as tedious as Bullseye could be at times.
That's the one thing that I will give Bankroll props for, because it went by fast. But
I'll give it credit. I think you're actually right. But I'm just stuck up with Bullseye, honestly. I don't know.
But the thing was, Bullseye at least gave you a decent amount to play for to an extent. Bankroll was cheap. That's the problem.
It was. I think that's
because
what made
the
me
max you
for
could win in Bankroll in the first half was 7,000, and the max that you could win in the second half was 14. That's
what? I thought it was 50. Wait, it's 1,000.
3,000 and.
So you start off at 5 in the first half. 5 plus 5 is 10. Yeah, you're right. It's 14,000. I thought it was 15,000. I can't do math.
Yeah, it's 14,000 and 7,000.
That is actually kind of cheap.
That's the thing. Like, that it was cheap. Like, that's the problem with that. It was too cheap. If they would have, I think if they could have, like, at least rounded it up to what it was before, like at least what it was when it was Family Feud Challenge, I think it would have been fine to an extent. I still think that you don't need Bullseye or Bankroll for Feud. I don't think like those two should, I don't think that needs to be part of the game. I think you should just offer a flat 10,000 and then a 20,000 in the second half.
I see where you're coming from, but I see where you're coming from. Yeah.
And
I mean, I can't. Well, on my channel, I just used the Bullseye because I thought, one, it was kind of short lived, and 2, I just honor it.
Oh, it makes so full. Oh, we're back to pick that though, y'all. I'm gonna put some money upon your sofa.
No.
But I think Bullseye, and this probably be the most unpopular opinion ever, but I think Bullseye was best executed in the final O'Hurley season. I think it was the best executed.
Like the final season?
Yeah, O'Hurley's last season when they brought back Bullseye, because it was like the.
Oh, and even by then it was way worse. I couldn't stand O'Hurley's last season because what Bullseye did to it was that all the double and triple questions, like the triple questions would still have like 7 answers, when normally triple feuds should only have 4 answers to them. That's 6.
Yeah, triples should I can see a double being 7, but triple having 6, 7, 8 answers, that's not how it
works.
That's actually quite a bit. I would have been. When I do my feuds, my triple X's never go surpass 5.
Yeah,
never.
Triples were occasionally 5 in the Dawson and Combs days, but mostly it's
4. Yeah. And 4 is very much justified, but Bullseye, I think, was best executed in the O'Hurley season, mainly because for a few things. One, it was the quickest it ever went by. It was quick.
I give it points for that one.
Like, it was quick and it got its point across. Like, it was quick and it happened. It was over. That's first off. Second of all, they brought in. That's the season when they started doing the 5 wins for a car rule. And I think that was the perfect trade-off. And I think that helped keep the show afloat, because you were losing money, because you were kind of losing like the main amount in fast money, but you have this car rule to substitute for it.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I would I wouldn't mind if Ray Combs or Richard Dawson brought the car rule into it. Actually, to be perfectly honest, that car rule is actually a good rule.
Mike, really, Mike?
So
Yeah,
how
like
did Mike send that to you? Did he Facebook
He
message
said,
it or?
yeah, Facebook Messenger.
Oh, okay. So it just shows up and then you see a scary picture. Okay.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right.
Mhm.
So yeah, Family Feud.
1994.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
Unfortunately, it didn't last too long. But then after that, we had Louis
The
Anderson.
best thing that we can say about Feud 94 is it happened.
Yeah.
I think that is the best thing you can say about it.
Yeah, have that for part 2, Mike.
Like
balls with
overall, I've been asked about Feud 94 a few times, and I'm like, you can enjoy it, but it's not Feud at its peak. It's not Feud at its peak.
Right.
It really isn't.
No, it's not.
And guess which one of these weirdos, and I'm calling you a weirdo, but which one of these two weirdos like Louis Anderson Feud?
I don't hate Louis Anderson Feud.
I mean, like I said, hate. I said like.
It's
If
good.
I said hate, I'm sorry. I meant like.
It's a good show.
Louis
I actually saw Louis Anderson Feud a few months earlier. It's not bad. I hate the one strike rule. I hate it.
I actually like it. Not gonna lie.
I know. I understand why it's there to make the game go faster. But that one strike rule is so broken because one person has to give a bad answer. One person can cost them the game.
That's true, but it is the triple question, and it's I mean it's a bit easier than all the others mostly.
Yeah, the triple questions. For those who don't know and watch Feud, triple questions usually are the easiest.
Mm-hmm. My thing with Louis Feud is that triple rule. That's like I don't like that. The other thing was I think that they really could have benefited from having returning champions.
They really could have.
And
Yeah,
I also think that I'm just not a fan of Louis as host of the show, and also I think the show is kind of like it was brought back, but it was kind of struggling to find its identity.
It was good for its time at least. Louis did his best, I think, more so than other hosts. I'm not gonna name.
I think Louis could have done. I think Louis would do better than other people put in that position would. So
Yes.
I'm not.
Louis would have been. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that Louis was terrible or anything like that because I don't think he was terrible. I used to think that I think he could have been better. I still think he could have been better, but I think that it wasn't a good match.
He wasn't cut out. He isn't cut out to be a game show host. I mean, he gave it his all most of the time. Sometimes
he probably could have been a comedy host. He probably could have been a comedy game show host, like a game show that really kind of revolves around comedy. I think he really would have done well there. But Feud doesn't really revolve around comedy. Yeah, you got to make fun of answers, and I wish Louis did that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
agree.
Towards the end, he just didn't care. I feel like.
Yeah, because the extortion stuff happened and the ratings were still declining, and I think he kind of knew he was done.
Yeah. When he got fired on May 5th, 2002, right?
I don't know if he got fired, but I think they just.
He did get fired. He did get fired from Feud, but his last episode was in 2002. I know that.
That's correct.
Okay.
I think I had that episode. It was like a tournament where the ending family won $100,000 in a trip to somewhere. I feel like.
Ooh, I need to see that episode.
Yeah, that's a good one. I want to give a shout out to my friend Lord Cyber. Thanks for giving me the Plex server so I can watch all these great shows.
Also,
okay, you go first, David. I'm sorry.
Speaking of ratings, The Price is Right is still the #1 rated game show out there. Hard to believe.
This, even with COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, there's nothing that you can stop Price is Right. Not even COVID-19 can stop it.
Hey, it's an American staple.
It is.
And of course, one of our favorite now is George Greg is doing a great job,
Oh, I forgot to put that in the best of 2020.
I'll do that on my end.
No, put yours. Don't put mine. I'll show mine on this one right now.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm just astonished. I thought Price is Right was going to lose ratings.
Well,
I'm pretty sure they have.
It's not as big as it used to be. I'm pretty sure about that.
But those who I guess the loyal Price is Right fans are just going to stick with it, and I don't see anything bad with it.
no one has to.
I will watch Price is Right. I support it. I support the show 100%. Well, I shouldn't say support, but I'm behind the show 100%.
Well, long as they don't change the set or any rules, the ratings are still going to go up.
Yeah, as long as they don't do anything stupid, like change rules, change sets, anything like that, I think they'll be fine.
Especially.
And why did Danny leave?
His center must be.
Well, I don't mind the set changes so much because it kind of helps keep the show kind of modernized.
Fresh.
And people get so mad because like they change the set, and I'm like, it's called modernization.
Yeah, I actually don't mind them changing the set.
Like,
I mean,
people get so mad. Like, oh my god, people get like a lot of the people who hate who hate everything with the current Price is Right. They get mad when like they make like one small set change, and I'm like,
It's for
Bob's set wasn't, and I'm like, Bob's set wasn't the same.
Yeah.
I think the last version with the Bob set minus the season 35 tours actually was the best set.
Well,
from 2003 to 2006, 7 was good. I would not put that. I see why they put season 35 on the doors. I probably wouldn't have done that myself, but I understand it was just a big thing at the time. He was. If you look at Drew Carey's set when he first started and look at it now, it's vastly different.
I agree. Now, Casey,
for starters, the colors.
I don't know if you ever saw this clip about the show, but
I think you showed it to me before. But
all right, you ready? Danny Lewis, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right, and you Pat.
That is awesome. I wish I knew how to get that. I wish.
It was, he said I'm the next contestant, and he called Pat the weakest link. George hosted the weakest link for a short time.
Oh yeah, because George Gray was the host of Weakest Link.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's how.
Did you guys ever see like that one promo he did when he was like talking in the mirror, like doing like all the like one-liners?
I don't think so.
Oh man, I think Chuck has it on his channel. Like, I think just look up WCBS Weakest Link, and it should come up. It's like
I need to look up. I'll look it up later, but I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it.
Speaking of the Weakest Link, I think that's how George Gray got into the announcing business for Price is Right.
Oh yeah, I think that is a very valid point. I mean,
same with
when you think about announcers with Price is Right, there's been before George Gray, there was like 3 main announcers: Johnny Olsen, Rod Roddy, who was also the announcer for Fresh Your Luck, for those who don't know, among other game shows probably. I just don't know of them. And Rich Fields.
Oh yeah.
Now, who is the best announcer? I can't say that. Part of me wants to lean to George Gray, but George Gray is modern, and I know people will be like, "Oh, you're right on the modern train."
I'll probably I'll make it Rod, Rich, and then George. Those are my top 3, I'd say.
I would say Johnny. I do agree with that. I would say that. I think that's pretty fair. Johnny Olsen did his best. I'm not saying he's a bad announcer. It's just meant for that time period.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be a good announcer today if he was alive. Speaking of alive, for those who don't know, 2 people passed away with the job of announcer: Rod Roddy and Johnny Olsen.
Yeah, but they died years ago.
Yeah,
they died years ago, but they passed away with the job. It's just the fact that they don't want to leave. No one wants to leave that job.
Right.
Well, it's a pretty decent job when you think of it. It's a pretty decent job to have when you think about it. Just calling people
It
down.
really is, honestly.
You're just you're just warming. You got to warm up the crowd and.
Rich Fields was the only announcer who didn't retire with the show.
I thought he got fired.
He didn't get fired. No, he left. He left. The thing was like he was telling the story about why he left the show on his on the podcast he was doing. It sucks that he doesn't do it anymore, but he was talking about it. And he had a 2-part episode about it. It was gonna be a 3-part, but then all this stuff happened and he got released from the radio station he was on that he was doing the podcast with. But he was talking about how the thing was, Rich didn't get fired. He chose to leave the show because he wanted to renew his contract with the show, but the show started to make more changes to it. Because Rich was talking about how they were gonna start getting like live bands in on the show and doing some live music.
I don't see that happening.
But they were planning on doing that, from what Rich has said. But he never really got to go into the full detail of it.
So basically, they were adding more stuff to the show to make it more modernized at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And Rich was like, I don't know if I want to be a part of that. And he decided to leave.
Because the thing was, Rich considered leaving for a second when Bob retired. He was considering leaving.
Oh, my God. He actually was going to leave when Bob left?
He was considering it. But ultimately, Bob, in a way, Bob kind of told him to stay with the show. But in reality, all Bob said really was just do what you think you should do.
Mm-hmm.
But according to Rich, he said it in like a tone.
I had a choice of leave or stay back when Bob was hired. I don't know what I would have done, honestly. I think he made a decision that was really tough. I think that decision it wasn't like the most, I wouldn't say it was probably his most difficult decision in his life, because I don't think that's possible. I would say it's one of it, but I don't think it is. But making a decision like that, where you can leave an awesome game show that's been #1 for so many years, it's actually kind of tough and heartbreaking.
But he was considering leaving when Bob announced his retirement.
Yeah,
he was considering it, but he stayed with the show, and I think also CBS executives were kind of pushing him to stay with the show too.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
But he ultimately stayed with the show, and he stayed, until like his contract, was getting ready to expire, because he talked about how he was talking to Drew about it a few times because they never really called him in to renegotiate.
Mm-hmm.
And
you got to renegotiate contracts.
Because his contract was expiring at that time. So the fact is he didn't.
It's like, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just remember something.
Continue, page.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, his contract, it was expiring. That's the big thing. People think he got fired, but no, his contract expired and he just decided not to renew it because of the changes that they were planning on making the show, but I don't think ultimately did.
They didn't, especially the band.
I have to ask this though to everyone: if Rich Fields end up staying with the show, how long do you think he could have lasted?
20+ years.
Oh yeah.
I honestly agree with you, David. He has the voice.
Yeah.
He has the charm and the voice to keep on.
Yes, and Rich, if you've ever communicated with him on Facebook, he's a heck of a nice guy. So
he really is.
I actually had him as a friend. I'm just too big. I'm just too little shy to talk to him because he is a big celebrity after all. What was?
He
And
likes
I
my
imagine-
Facebook page.
Yeah, and I imagine some of the crazy game show nuts out there try to contact Rich, and Rich is like, "Oh God, I don't know how to deal with these people." But
Yeah.
Yeah, the game show, those game show people, don't bug Rich. But those who want to just talk to him, say hi, do whatever, I'm pretty sure he's a nice dude.
he is. Oh yeah, yeah.
How often you talk to him, Danny?
Oh, I don't, not often, but we had one interaction because I liked his. For those that don't know, Rich does the Moving Families Initiative, which helps people move to faraway places in the United States across the country. And I was already Facebook friends with Rich anyway, so I liked the page, and then he sent me I'm pretty sure it was just a copy and pasted message saying thanks so much for liking the page. Da, 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 da. So I said, "Oh, no problem, Rich. I'm a big fan of yours." And he said, "Well, thanks, Danny. Glad to hear that. And you should share some of the posts anytime you can." And I said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So
That's actually a good story.
yeah, but it's not
Cool.
like it would be cool if I could just call him up all the time. Hey, Rich, but no, that's not happening.
Yeah, that actually would be, first off, that would be borderline stalking.
Technically,
You
yes.
actually gotta-
Technically, yes.
I mean, if he gave you the number, I wouldn't complain. But if he did, that's borderline stalking.
Oh no, we won't do that. We won't do that.
Yeah.
We do not approve of stalking here.
Yeah, do not.
Well, maybe.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, I mean, if you do like David and just call people randomly, just for a troll, just for a meme, not to actually hunt down people or just do anything crazy, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And besides, I know David wouldn't do anything like that.
Oh, I hope not.
I'm
Yeah.
praying.
I'm not going to stalk any celebrity. No.
Yeah. Good
we
job,
have
David.
better things to do than stalk celebrities.
Yeah. Way better things.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as we know, I don't.
What
What
happened?
the heck?
A
Is
fly
that a
got-
spider?
I don't know what the hell that fucking thing is. It's a fly.
You good, bro?
I think a fly just flew in his head.
I don't know if I have an idea what's going on, but that's going in the highlights for next year.
Oh no.
What do you mean for my channel?
No, not for your channel. This is my live stream. Anyway,
His live stream, his rules.
right. So yeah, Rich Fields. Don't go crazy on him, and he probably won't block you if you just keep your distance.
Keep your distance, people. 6 feet apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we could. Rich Fields would be good for the Rant and Rape podcast, but who knows?
Honestly, he wouldn't be a bad person.
Oh yeah.
I would not hate that.
Yeah.
Well, also, I don't talk social distance. I don't do social distancing talk, to be honest.
Oh.
Because it's
Well, we're at the hour and 30 minutes mark, so you know what we should change the subject to?
what?
We're gonna change it to polka music for a few minutes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey. Well, Casey, if you weren't here, I would have had a few of my poker friends on, but unfortunately, they had something else to do tonight, so I had to,
This is not my forte, so Danny, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna
Okay,
just
we
let you.
got two. I
give
got
you the
two
rein.
Frankie Yankovic CDs for Christmas here. The great one. It's got 20 tracks on it of some good polkas on it.
Oh, I also wanted to make an announcement, Danny.
What?
Actually, I have some good news.
What's that?
If I can get this to work, I want to give. First off, I want to shout out this user, the Game Show Fan 2020 Studios. He actually set me up with this, and I thank him so much for it. Anyways, you know those home runner game show games, right?
You mean Homestar Runner?
Yeah, Homestar Runner. I can't think of the name. I keep calling Home Runner. Anyways, Jeffrey hooked me up with them, and I've been searching for a good 2 months for them. He actually hooked me up with all of them, and I actually I'm thinking about making a Max Game series. I actually made an outro for the series. Let me, if I can share my screen.
Here's the thing now.
If I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
If
Go
we're
ahead.
gonna, if we're gonna
Here's the
do-
video. It's on YouTube. I posted on Christmas Eve and fall days.
if we're gonna do a match game series, it's not you need a lot of people for it.
I know. I'm probably not gonna do it as often as I like it, but it'll be like a good once every so often show. And I think it'll actually do really well. But here's the outro. And yes, I did have to include audio because sometimes with the Homestar Runner games, if you play it, sometimes if you have too much stuff going on, the audio will cut short.
Yeah.
I did not know that, but I just found out, and you're like, oh dang, I need to add audio.
Well, at least you got the names on there. Roger afterwards.
It's actually the credit.
Oh, those are the real credits from the show, or okay.
I'm only gonna play a snippet of that, but
That's
you
fine.
get the gist of it. It's on YouTube.
Sure.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah. The only thing is, I added sound effects. That's in the theme. It's completely and a theme. I did get it from Game Show Fan Studios 2020.
I
I'm
think
not
that
gonna rip them off.
you probably could have mixed the audio a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm still
Because for a good part of it, I could barely hear what you were saying.
Yeah, I tried to raise my audio, but I didn't want to speak too loudly because I didn't want to make my family angry.
You probably should just do a do a re-edited upload of it, and I think it would probably do better for you.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Just
Yeah.
adjusting the audio a bit, make it better. But yeah,
But that wasn't the worst, audio.
trust me, I've done worse videos.
Yeah, that wasn't the worst. Danny, I think you know who takes the cake for that.
Oh. No. Not funny. It's no one you know. Anyway, yeah, I know what that is.
All you need to know is you know who you are and you know what you did.
I've seen worse videos. At made by 10-year-olds.
Is it that
I got
guy?
an idea. No. It's hold on a second.
I actually don't know who it is, but
Do you know who it is?
I actually don't.
Well, we're gonna take it back to January 25th, 2020, when this video was made here.
Oh no! Come on, Dad.
Hey, I could hear him in the video. Okay.
I'm actually dead.
But yeah, the
Louis
Game
Simon
Show
said he
Rebellion.
wanted to join the party.
That was a Facebook group that David tried to make, and unfortunately, it wasn't little to no success with. And,
Especially with the other stuff going on.
yeah, with the COVID stuff, burning every damn thing.
I thought you were gonna say the person that put it in the private chat.
What did I stumble into? Lord knows.
I don't know. Who was
No,
that?
it was better. It was better that we showed it. The thing was editing.
I think it looks fine.
Yeah.
All right, David. I'll give you credit where credit's due. I like the prime time thing, and this might be biased, but that prime time thing that Price Right was going to use is actually a sick theme.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit. Editing.
Someone named For Fuck's Sake is on here, so that's a clever name, dude.
That actually is. I just realized what it means. That's actually a clever name.
Oh no, it's not. It's not that guy. Not Triple T, David. I know who. So now the next Poké CD we got here is Frankie Inc. with more great hits. If you thought this was great, this is even more great.
If you thought that was great, this is even more great.
Yeah,
better.
It's got the song Indian Hills Polka. In Brazil, they're nuts about the polka. And then it's got The Last Time I Saw Henry and the springtime and holidays classics.
Mhm.
And then we got the let's see, souvenir polkas with the Hank Thanander band. He's a guy out of St. Paul, Minnesota. He's about 78, I think now. But he made that. Apparently, they made this album in the 80s, but republished it on CD in 2002. So I hope.
But
I'd like to
anyways,
order these albums.
anyways, guys, it's been nice talking to you. I gotta head out. I got
Bye,
some stuff-
Paige.
Yeah, I got
Nice
some stuff to
meeting
go.
you.
And
Yeah,
if-
Thoman, nice to meet you. Danny, we got locked in episodes to work on.
We're gonna do 10.
Our goal is to do 10 this year, so if you haven't seen the first episode on Anchor, go check it out. David, I don't know when I'll run into you again, but it'll probably be sometime down the road.
But good luck.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
bye-bye.
Happy New Year.
All
Paige.
right.
Anyway, we got about 20 minutes to go. If that's right.
You're gonna do a 2-hour stream?
Yeah.
Oh, like chilling with Jordy, you know.
Sure. Well, no, I don't want to be like him.
Yeah, like them ranting about stuff. But that's a different story.
So now we're gonna talk about 2020. It did take away a lot of people from us.
It did.
Yeah.
I didn't. All right. Let me be honest. I don't want to get hate from this because I think both of these losses are actually pretty big.
Okay.
I don't have. It's mostly because I don't have a connection to them. Like if I watch the episodes, maybe I feel heartfelt. But while I understand Tom Kennedy and Regis Philbin passing was actually tragic. The first thing I thought was, while I do hope the families and friends of these two awesome game shows have cope with this really nicely, and thoughts and prayers go out to them. I was like, you know what? I understand where they're coming from, but it just didn't appeal to me. And I'm being nice. I'm trying to be nice here. But I understand that when someone dies, it's a big loss. And condolences go to those family. When Alex Trebek's passing came up, that actually was how it felt for me.
I agree. Yeah, same. I'm not gonna lie.
Most of it, and the reason why I say that is most likely, unlike the top Regis and Tom, Alex has been hosting forever. He continued hosting. Those two actually retired, I think.
Even with cancer, which surprised me.
Yeah, even with cancer and all that.
And I thought I didn't know he was still that sick at the time. So
That's that's why he's one of the best. He even hosted while battling cancer.
I think what most people are gonna remember Alex from is Jeopardy. There's no,
of course.
There's like no other way around it. Jeopardy was his show,
and he lived it forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now here's the big $1 million question: who is good? I wonder who they're gonna have as new host, because obviously Jeopardy, the train ain't stopping.
Ken Jennings, I hope so.
That actually wouldn't be bad.
For me, is King James or one of the other two GOAT tournament players and Rich Fields.
Imagine Rich hosting Jeopardy.
Oh no!
If he hosted Jeopardy, I would have a. Well, no, he wouldn't want to do it because he's got to do the moving families thing. He'd have to dump that off and then go to host Jeopardy. And
he actually said on Facebook that he'll gladly do it. I think.
Yeah, not sure if it's actually going to happen though.
Not sure either, but
It's
most likely.
Regis' passing was pretty unexpected in my opinion.
That actually was. For those who don't know, Regis, I think, hosted Millionaire.
Yes, that's true. And a lot of the Millionaire super fans were very sad about that, including me. But
Yeah, I see what Millionaire could get his hype. Speaking of Millionaire, I think the first person to win $1 million, even though it was a celebrity, has finally happened.
On the current one, yeah.
Yeah, someone has finally won $1 million after how many years? Like 18?
17. Yeah, 17.
17 years.
And
That is that. First off, how do you not have $1 million winner after 17 years?
Because the questions are different.
Yeah, I understand the questions has to be difficult because you don't want to give free money away. But to the point where no one can win it, that's actually kind of broken.
Well, just listen to my Millionaire podcast from a year ago.
I'll have to listen to it.
You'll know what I think about it. So another thing, Tom Kennedy was about 92, 93. Yeah, I don't know much about Tom. I know some people in the game show community, like Adam Nedeff and a couple others, at least had interactions with them. But
I mean, Tom Kennedy, he did his job. That's all I can say. I think Tom Kennedy's best show was Body Language, hands down.
Password Plus.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Tom mostly for that, but
it's either Password Plus or Tom. I think Alan London was better in Password Plus.
Oh, and speaking of, we lost Sean Milligan.
That's true. I was going to get to that. We lost a couple of our personal friends on Discord. One of them was Sean Milligan, who was a big Press Your Luck fan. And I was introduced to Sean because he got onto our good friend Kevin Henry's page. And he was a contestant on some of those shows and Lingo. And he was in a few of...
May the Lions lost in 2020. Rest in peace.
Well, I have more to mention, people that I knew. And so there was Sean, and then, we don't know, we still don't know how he died. It's been about 2 months, so, and it's pretty unexpected.
I mean, I'll just say this, you may never know. It might be a private thing.
True.
Yeah. Some deaths are just best known private.
Yeah, and Sean was in at least one of my Lingo games, and he was in
I think he appeared on my game show Livestream party once.
Oh, well, yeah, he was on, and he was on Brandon Martin's Password as well.
I think, hold on, that is going to be on the best of 2020.
Oh, yeah.
The Password.
I do have a clip because...
Wait, did you add one?
Huh? No, I didn't put one in.
It's kind of silly, but I'll...
Honestly, 2020 has just been a devastating year for a lot of people, and rightfully so. We lost like over 200 lives due to this virus. Are we close to 300 at this point?
Right. Oh, shoot.
I don't know.
I think we're closer to 200. Anyways, over 200 people died to this virus. And this virus has been here since 2019.
Right.
Why? This could have been easily avoided.
I know it could have been avoided, but
yeah, Trump. Excuse me.
We'll blame someone for that.
Yeah.
We don't know.
It's just
who.
I actually am kind of sad that one of my favorite shows is not game show related, but it's heartfelt to me because I grew up with the show. It's actually on the verge of being over forever.
Mm.
I bet you. I will. If you get it, I will actually be shocked.
What is it?
I'll give you a hint. It's a kid's show.
Oh, Blue's Clues.
No, David.
Baby Shark. Wait, what?
No, wait, no. That's not even aired. Try again.
What show is it?
I'll give you another hint. Trains.
Oh, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thank you.
Oh well.
That show is actually being on the verge of over. For those, I'll actually give you like a backstory if you want to hear it.
And I think you can save that for another time.
Yeah, I can say I wanted to discuss that on R&R actually.
Oh wow!
Because that alone is a topic. But I'll give you like a condensed version. Is that okay? Like some short.
Yeah, make it short though.
All right. For those who don't know, Mattel made a crappy decision back in 2018 to rebrand the show. They created a bunch of problems. Blah blah blah. There's actually videos on YouTube about it. But Mattel decided to rebrand the show again into a baby show. But here's the weird thing about the show. It's never been a problem since day one. Well, season 17 onwards. It's never been a problem. The problem was but the reason why Mattel has lost money due to Thomas is because poor merchandise that's kept this franchise afloat for how many decades? Number two, that they don't air the show properly. And number three, the communication between all those people is actually broken.
Oof.
And here's the sad part. They refuse to understand this. When we criticize things, they refuse to understand it and move. They don't understand. Look at these criticisms and make it better. Excuse me, without burping in your faces. It's just sad to see a franchise that's been beloved by so many generations, and yes, I do mean generations, go down in flames.
Right.
Like I said, there's videos on YouTube that explain it. There's actually an article that lists the new changes. I think I saved it on one of my tabs.
So anyway,
why did I do that?
Well, now can I change the subject?
This is the article's in the live chat. You can go to that link and just look at the changes. And trust me, the article. If you think the article is dumb, that's because it is dumb.
Understood. Now, other people that there are a few more people that I do in other places that we lost this year. One of them was, so you know how I posted a few polka videos and audio lately? Well,
I haven't watched them all.
That's all right.
I watched like a couple.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I try to support. I support it.
Oh, that's good.
I support your decisions. I just don't care for polka music like that. Not saying you're wrong for supporting it.
I'll have to hold on. No, just kidding. Anyway.
No. What did you say? What did I say?
I'm gonna say, I'll have to hold a gun to your head to like polka music, but no one. So but it came from a big promoter, not really a promoter, but a collector of the music in Amsterdam, all the way in the Netherlands. His name was Jan Poot. He was 67, 68 years old, and but he passed away 2 months ago from lung fibrosis, and I was sad to hear about that because we had a few.
He passed from what? I didn't understand it.
No, he died. He passed away.
From what? I didn't understand it.
It was like something with his lungs, I think.
Oh, okay.
So I was sad to hear about him. And another musician who he was a big Slovenian polka person out in Chicago, but he lived in Las Vegas for the most of last part of his life. His name was Roman Pasetti, and I did have a few phone conversations with him last time. It was in May. He was like, "Oh, all these people used to come visit me, but now because of this health situation, no one can visit me." Yeah, because he was in like a nursing place where he had an apartment, and he was pretty much bedridden for the last 2 years of his life. He was not mobile or anything. So, but he was 91, and so that's pretty good.
He lived a good life.
Yes, for sure.
And we also lost Mr. Alex Precious Dog and Jordan's brother.
Yes, that's true.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Jordan's his brother died about 6 months ago, I think.
It was in freaking May, I think.
Oh, wow.
6, 7, 8 months ago.
Okay.
I can't imagine it being April, so I think it's gotta be May.
I can't imagine it either. I think it was May. I think it might be May, actually.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll look it up later, probably, if we feel bothered to.
Yes. And lastly, my grandmother. She was 94, but so can't complain about that.
Yikes, that's a big rip. I'm sorry to hear that. I got you.
But can't really change it, of course. And it was last on November 30th.
But what's good about 2021 is that we have more things to look forward to in 2021 than we did in 2020.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's just, what if 2020 's actually been the. I know I've been only on this planet for 2 decades, but I think I can say this easily. 2020 has to be the worst start to a decade ever.
Probably. And it's been the worst year, at least.
Yeah. The only we had to deal with before the coronavirus was a thing, there was Australia bushfires that ravaged through Australia, and it was scary. I actually know some Australian YouTubers, and they confirmed it's bad.
I bet.
Of course, they were fine. They weren't in the fire because they were safe, but for a lot of people, seeing a lot of burning buildings and trees, that was reality for some people. And it's really sad to see that.
But like I said,
I was going to say, the cause of it, I don't remember, honestly. I think it was because some people were playing around and caused the fire, I think.
And then we had the murder hornets.
What?
The murder hornets, the bees that go around, and if they sting you, you could die.
Oh, yeah, that too. That was scary.
Oh, that's some scary shit.
I don't know about that, to be honest.
There actually are hornets that can, if you get stung by them, you die, potentially.
But there is bug spray, so or whatever.
Yeah, bug spray would kill them.
We'll see about that. I don't know.
I hope they do kill them, honestly. Because what's the point of bug spray if it's not going to work?
Kill them all dead.
Yeah.
So hopefully in 2021 we're gonna get more Redbubble sales, more subscribers.
Well, I'll just say this: 2021 we have more things to look forward to than we did this year.
Yeah.
At the beginning of 2020, we still had question marks at the beginning of the year. If you know what I mean, Danny. Which I did you. If you can.
And for those that wait. Oh no, that was the old comment. Never mind. I thought I saw a new comment.
Oh.
Who's actually watching the stream still? No one but me.
No, I'm still.
No one else here. That's actually kind of sad.
Well, hold on. Maybe we could. Has anyone else in the chat say hello if you're watching?
Or type in 1.
Yeah. Maybe Kevin Henry's watching.
I will actually pay to see that.
Oh god, that cracking up. And so yeah, 2021 will bring more subscribers, more Polka CDs, more Redbubble sales, and just a whole bunch of good stuff. Hopefully, hopefully the vaccine will get things under control a little bit.
I hope so too.
Well, the main point is hopefully no more drama. If there's no more little drama next year, then that's a plus.
We don't want every day to be drama. Of course, we're going to expect a little drama because, let's be honest, that's life.
Yes.
But not to the point where we're all exhausted from it.
Yeah, like when I was talking about that high school drama, David. Remember?
Oh, God.
High school drama, that's just great. Wait till you read my book. I'll write about that in my book.
Yeah, your retirement book.
Oh, yes.
We should honestly
write it now. I could start writing it now, and it could come out when I'm 25. So.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should honestly, if the coronavirus wasn't here, this is going to be after coronavirus probably, we should honestly do a meetup.
Oh yeah.
In person.
There's a lot of people I need to meet up, but I will meet David one of these days. It might be in 10 years.
Me too. I mean David and Jordan.
All right,
Jordan. Okay. We'll have to surprise Jordan by bringing you along.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'll be great. And
That actually would be great.
we
Not gonna
should do
lie.
yeah. The YouTube Renegades should do a convention every year in San Antonio where
A convention, really?
I don't know, or a party or something
Because only a certain someone will show up.
in San Antonio.
You know who I'm talking about.
Does he have a kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just. I think someone might be messing. Oh no, never mind. I thought someone was messing with me.
Hold on, a convention. Yeah, trolls might show up there, like a person, to mess it
Oh
up.
wow.
Yeah.
And I
And
can't wait. I would love to meet Brandon. I could meet Brandon Martin in person, and he would say,
Oh, that Brandon naturally would be a chill person to meet. Not
yeah,
gonna
he'd
lie.
probably see me. He'd be like, "Hi, what's up, Danny? Poke love and mother trucker. How's it going?" Yeah.
hey, hold on. Hey, we have Danny News over here, everybody. You would do a vlog with our phones, but
Do a vlog where we go to San Antonio, and then we'd see, the kitchen guy, and there would be a fight, and it would just.
Oh Lord.
Well, actually, I'm gonna say, by the way,
Yes.
hold on, how much time we have left again?
We have
Yeah.
like 4 minutes.
I think we'll put an end to it now. So.
Yeah, end the madness.
End the madness. That's 2020. I hope everyone stay safe, and so we can put an end to the coronavirus next year. And anything else there, David?
Well, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, David Dawson, where you're seeing a bunch of gameplay videos on there. And also feel free to check out my SD at Cool Stuff by DMS. If you want a special shout out as well, you can get one of the listings. And make sure to tune to the Right With Podcast Thursdays at 5% show. Also subscribe to Batar's YouTube channel because he got 100 subscribers and 1 million subscribers to him. And
subscribe to me too. I need all the subscribers I can get. I'm at 212.
Right.
And I'm almost at 400, so please subscribe to me. So I'm at 392 or 3 or 4 subscribers. So if we get 400 by the end of this year, I'll do something special. So please go over there.
Yes, and shout outs to Golden Cowboy for buying the Trader Town magnet from me on Redbubble, and shout out to Joey Acacia for buying the "If You Hate My Lingo, Don't Press Your Luck" shirt.
Anyways, I might do a game. So speaking of which, I might do something on New Year's Eve.
We'll see about that because don't forget, at 3 Central on my channel, I'm doing the best of 2020. Then at 5 Central, I'll be doing my last video of 2020, and then I'll do
It's either going to be a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, honestly. I have to decide which one.
Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitch as well, David Gamer 3000. Try to make a small living on Twitch, so please go over there. And yes, I'm doing this for fun as well, not just for the money. But please, please go over there at David Gamer 3000.
You can actually follow me on almost every social media except Snapchat. I pretty much have my username except Facebook, which is actually my real name.
Hold on. Snapchat, except for Snapchat, ain't that disgusting TikTok.
Unfortunately I stooped down to that level, and I do have a TikTok. I don't post often though.
You don't post?
I only make like a couple posts.
Oh wow.
I don't post often. I just watch it and just go like, you know what? I'm gonna watch some dumb stuff.
I don't like TikTok with the passion.
So you hate
if I watch TikTok, I'm gonna watch the stupid content like dog headbutting walls.
Wow.
Yes, there's actually a TikTok on that about that.
But I don't give a bullshit about TikTok. I hate it with a passion.
I think Charlie and Jerome should make TikToks.
Heck no. You seen what people put on TikTok that actually TikTok allowed? TikTok allowed and refuted to be on there with certain things that they do to make fun of that simple oversight.
Yeah. I can see Copper or somebody like that coming after TikTok.
I don't care about crop body. YouTube's just like to screw with those. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching this live stream, and this is Game Fan doesn't one here on my behalf.
I'm Game Show Fan 2001. This is you on my behalf.
Yes, and help control the pop-up racing. Have a price billionaire. Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Woo!
Happy New Year.